Hi, preschool families. I have done this recording several times and the camera has cut off, so I'm hoping that I get a successful one here. But that just means that this one's going to be that much better, right? I've been practicing. Okay, well, I put some pink rectangles into your child's folder. So go ahead and get those out. That's what we're going to use today for our activity. And you should have 10 or so. And what you're going to do is we're going to make hearts because Valentine's Day is coming up, right? So we're going to fold our piece of paper in half, and we're going to cut out a heart. You might have done this back when you were in school. Make it nice and big. I'll show you what I'm making. Whoop. See? Half a heart, right? And then I'm going to get out my scissors, and if your child's ready, you can have them cut the hearts out, or you can do it whatever works best for you. So you're gonna have like 10 of these to cut out. All right, so right now we have one whole heart. That's what we call it. But this heart is about to be broken into 2 halves, all right? So there's a couple ways we can do that. This is an activity that we would differentiate in the classroom. So we would make it really more difficult for some kiddos that were ready for it and make it a little more easy, a little more obtainable for some of our younger kiddos. We want them to be challenged, of course, but we also want them to be successful. So keep that in mind. This is supposed to be a fun activity, not anything that's going to frustrate your kiddo too much. Okay, so like I said, there's a couple ways that we can split these up, and I've already made a few from my last videos. So you can make a wave on right through the middle. You can do a zigzag cut. You can cut right through the middle to make it a little more difficult. But what we're going to do is on one side of the heart, you are going to put a dot or 2 dots or 3 dots, and then on the other side you're going to put the number of dots. All right? And then you're going to cut down the middle so that when they find the pair, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this must be the number 1 because there's 1 dot here. And that's how your kiddo will know. You'd make it a little more difficult by just cutting right down the middle because there's no way of them telling if they're right or not by the pieces going together. So this would be a little more difficult, and you can do the numbers all the way up to 10. And that's one way to do it. The other way to do it would be to put 1 number on one side and 1 number on the other. This would be something I would work on with the kiddos that were ready to learn their teens. They could learn, you could put a 2 on one side and a 3 on the other. So they were learning their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and keep going and going and going. So that's another way to do it. The last way would be mostly for my pre-kindergarten kiddos that were ready for it, okay? So again, they have their heart. On one side of the heart, you are going to put a math problem. And we're going to start with adding. So you're going to put a math problem like 2 plus 1, okay? And these kiddos are not yet ready to just count with numbers, so we're going to give them some objects to count. So if you have stickers in your house, you can use that, or just use your marker, right? Okay, so you're going to put 2 dots by the number 2, and you're going to put 1 dot by the number 1. All right, so now your child can add together 2 plus 1 by counting 1, 2, 3. So they're going to look for the heart that has the 3 on the other side of it. All right? Again, you can make this a little bit easier by doing that curvy line, and you can cut zigzags. Another way that I like to cut is I will often make like a random shape in the middle. Boop. Make that my puzzle piece. Sorry, you can't see. Boop. You can make like an oval or a rectangle or something like that. So that is how we're going to differentiate everything. Maybe you make some hearts a certain way. Maybe you make some hearts another way, just to give your child a challenge, just to see if they can do it. A lot of times I know with my kids, I just don't try this stuff with them. So just give it a try and see how they do. You could, if you want to glue these onto another piece of paper, you can add that direction, that element to the activity also. All right, have fun.